Okay, guys, let me know you can see the screen and you can hear me as well. Okay, surprisingly not many people, and I thought this would be a busy webinar because we're going to cover the rank attack system. So, hi, David. Maybe we can wait a couple of minutes, David. There's only you and me here right now. So I think we better just wait a couple of minutes and hopefully we'll get a few more people in. This is quite an important webinar because this is going to show you how to rank for multiple keywords for your videos. Okay, there's a time when you can use it and there's a time when you can change it back to a ChatGPT kind of headline. And what you want to do is just get in and out quite quickly with the campaign. So let's just give it a minute. Hopefully we'll get a few more people in. I couldn't do the webinar on Wednesday because I hurt my head. I grazed my head. I don't even know what happened. I just yesterday was a lot of pain, so I had to cancel it. Just see what we got here. Make sure I've got everything. Okay, I'm going to share this document with you. It's like a checklist. I will get Stephanie to do a checklist properly in Lead Blaster for this. Yeah, man, I'm fine. I just came off the bike. I don't even know how it happened. I just came flying off the bike and I grazed right across the top of my forehead. So I'm not going to be able to go out for about 4 weeks till the scab cleans up. It's going to turn into a scab and it's right across the top of my forehead above my eyes. Doesn't look good. So I'm kind of stuck in the house until then. But yesterday I couldn't get the energy to do the stuff I needed to get the webinar prepped. Anyway, so this checklist is quite good. And I'm going to do a demo here on each stage of this. Okay, so I'll talk about the final stage. I'll do a demo first of all on how we use the titles to be able to rank for multiple keywords. Yeah, it looks like, okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, try refreshing the page. Now it should be working. All right, let's just get started anyway. If people come in, they come in. Okay. All right, so I've already gone ahead and chosen a video. I've chosen a video that I know that I'm not ranking for in Google for what I'm linking to. Okay, so let me show you in the video details over here. Okay, I want to be ranking for my website. Okay, I'm going to use the video to rank for my website. So I'm going to take everything else off here in this description and just delete all of that. And I've got basically some keywords and stuff in here, and plus I've got the link to my video, okay, to my website. The way that we rank the website with video is we do some CTR clicks with high retention to be able to rank in Google first and YouTube first of all for the video, but also by having this one link in the description, you will start to see this start to rise in the search results. Okay, this one here that I've got, tutorials.io. Now, I did ask ChatGPT to do a summary of the video. Okay, now I used the ChatGPT 4 and I told it to enable plugins, which is a video summary plugin. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put this into the description. Okay, It's not perfect, but it's good enough. What I can do as well is I can say, like, can you give me hashtags? Which is okay. So it's not carried on from that conversation. Okay, so I've got YouTube RSS feed. Okay, YouTube RSS feed. So free hashtags. There we go. Okay, I'll just take from here because it's simpler and it's got a good understanding of what people might be searching for. Okay, so I'll come back into my video and make sure I've got my hashtags in there. Okay, now save this quickly. You can see here we got this title. Okay, YouTube RSS feed generator. Okay, so I've kind of pre-prepared this here. Now here's how this works. This is going to be broad optimization. Okay, so we've got keywords within the title, and the keywords that do not need to be front loaded. So usually if you want to rank for a keyword, people are teaching you, well, you need to put your keyword front loaded. It would be something like YouTube RSS feed generator if that was your main keyword. Okay. You don't need to do that. Okay. You need to think about broad keyword optimization, which I'm going to demonstrate. Now, just before I go over there, let's jump into keyword intent. I did a pre-search already here for keyword intent. I put in the keywords YouTube RSS. You can see YouTube RSS has got 1900 search volume, YouTube RSS feed 1600 search volume. Okay, so these are the two keywords that I really do want to show up for, and I've ranked for those before previously when I had a tool that did this a few years ago, and I used to get quite a lot of traffic into the website. So these are good keywords to be able to rank for. Okay, so the keywords to rank for is YouTube RSS and YouTube RSS feed. That's what we want to aim to get to. Okay. Now, if I do a search in Google, I'm not going to be found for either of those for those keywords. Okay. So if I just take even the longer tail one and I go into Google, I do the search, I'll just move that over. If I start to scroll down, you can see I'm not even in the videos here. Okay. If I click on view all of the videos, I might be found in there. But this is a competitive keyword. Okay. And if I do the same with YouTube RSS, I'm definitely not going to be found as well. Just double checking to make sure. Okay, so we're definitely not in the first couple of pages, that's for sure. It might be somewhere like page 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't know. I can check them all using rank check, but I'm just going to carry on at the moment. Okay, so these are the two keywords we've identified. Okay, and we want to be able to rank for them. Coming down a little bit, you can see things like YouTube channel RSS feed, YouTube RSS feed generator, etc. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the keywords that we can extract from this title. Okay, and this is really important. So we got keywords like new YouTube RSS feed generator. And I can break that down further, and I can have YouTube RSS feed generator. Okay, and I can break that down even further again and have let's see, new YouTube RSS. Okay, let's do it like this. I'm going to take the word feed out here. That you see that's not an exact match. Okay, from here we're starting to move out of the exact match. Okay, and then I can do let's see, get one a little bit more competitive. YouTube RSS generator. Okay. See what else we can get from this. So if I'm looking at the title and I'm looking for the different phrases I can make, possibly I could have something like YouTube RSS tool. Okay. And I could have YouTube RSS 2023. Okay, so we've got YouTube RSS 2023. We've got YouTube RSS. We have the word tool in here, even though I've put the website name here. Okay, now tube tools we should be able to rank for as well, but I'll come back to that one in a minute. Okay, so let's see what else we can find. I'll see if I can find 3 or 4 more. And let's see, YouTube RSS feed 2023. And what I'm doing this for is because I want to put them into SERP attack. Okay. And I know that if I've got them in the title, there's a decent chance, a very, very high chance that I'm going to be ranking for these keywords in YouTube. Okay. And we're going to check that using vidIQ or TubeBuddy. Okay. You can use either of those. They will check the rankings for your tags. Okay. Let's do some more. YouTube. RSS feeds. Cool. Okay, and let's do YouTube RSS tool we can take from here. It's going to be quicker me doing this than typing because I'm sitting across the way from the second screen, so I'm not straight on the keyboard. Okay, let's see, YouTube RSS tool. Let's do tube tools. .io. Let's do tube tools. And again, it's about just finding keywords that we can rank for, that we can rank for, so that we can have a diversification with the keywords that we're going to use inside SERP attack. Okay. Let's see, we've got tube tools.io. And if I wanted, and what I should have done with this video, I would have put in here the word free as well. I would put in something like new free YouTube RSS feed generator. Okay, something like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these keywords and I've got to take them one at a time, and I've got to put them into the tags down here. You can see I've got one in here, YouTube RSS feed generator, and we're ranking in YouTube #1 for that one. Okay, so that's the first one. And if I take the next one and I just keep going down, and I'll add them in one at a time. You can see we're ranking for, that's the same one, isn't it? Same keyword. Yeah, just I've got it capitalized. Oh, this one was new YouTube RSS feed. Hold on, I'm getting myself confused. Okay, I'll just keep going down. And you should start to see more short tail ones now. It will get more competitive as I started to break it down into shorter keywords. And you can see we got rankings, but not perfect. Okay, it's number 10 for that one. This is where SERP attack is going to help us. And this is because these are all ranking in YouTube because the keywords are in the title. Even though they're not all exact match, they're there in the title, all of the words within these tags that we're putting in here. Let's take tube tools. I've got 2 more to do. And this one. Okay. Okay, so here's what we're doing with this. All of these are ranking. Okay, so here's what we're doing with this. We've just basically confirmed that the keywords that we can find within the title in here, we are ranking for all of these. Okay. Now, this is important not because they might have lots of traffic and stuff like that. We're not there yet at that point. The two keywords that we want to rank for are these down here. These are the ones that have got traffic. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take that and we put it into a SERP campaign. Now, I already preset one up. Okay, and what I can do then is I can just come in to edit the project, and you can see I already put in some bunch of keywords in here. I already did this exercise before. Okay, I've got all of these different keywords in here. Right, now what I've done is in SERP chosen CTR video views, put my keywords, and I put it initially at 35 view count. We can increase that later, but I want to stop at 35 and analyze what's happening. Okay, and what I'm going to do to begin with, I'm going to start with the search engine YouTube just for the first couple of runs. Okay, because I want to do a demo on here, and I don't want it to be searching pages and pages of Google video. What I will do later is I will put both Google video and YouTube, and I will rotate between the two. Okay, I'm not going to use pogo sticking. I know, David, you were asking about pogo sticking, like when you click on a competitor's result, then you bounce back out, then click on your own result. It's called pogo sticking. That's here in this section in here. And you can basically set how many times you want to do that before you actually click on your own. Okay, I'm not going to use that. I don't like to use it. It's negative SEO on somebody else, and I don't feel comfortable doing it. Okay, so I'm not going to play any end screen videos. Retention, I've got between 89 and 100%. Okay, delay between views, I've got it right now 0, but according to my telephone app, I'm auto-changing the IP every 10 minutes. So after the webinar, I will change that between 10 and 30 minutes or something like that. Okay, so I'll take off this drip feed as well, because we want to just get in and out as quickly as possible. And I put the playback speed at 1.5. Okay, so it's going to run through the videos a little bit faster. And then what I can do is I can click on save from my campaign. Now, when you save a campaign, come back into your projects. Okay, and make sure you go into the actions for your project. And make sure you assign a folder that you have created before. I usually only use the one folder. I did this second one because I was doing a tutorial or something like that, but I only use this folder here. Okay, I don't need multiple folders. The reason for having folders in SERP is if you want to keep a separate folder if you're working with clients. I'm not working with clients. If you are working with clients, then you might want to do a separate folder for each. And with those folders, then you can assign specific proxies, etc., to them as well. Okay, so if I come back over here now into SERP, this should start running pretty soon. Okay, in fact, I think I paused the campaign. So I need to start the project again. Okay, make sure if your project is not running, make sure you come over here and make sure it's not paused. Okay, it will auto pause if it doesn't find the keywords after a while. So you might just want to come back in here and check. Okay, so this will start to run. And I've already done one view just to make sure everything was working before we came onto the webinar. Okay, so while that is happening, we will come back and check on this in a minute. Okay, so what have we done so far? We checked keyword intent to identify keywords we want to rank for. Okay. And we've got the two keywords. Now, notice as well that those two keywords that we want to rank for, they're within the title. Okay, YouTube RSS and YouTube RSS feed, they're in the title. So that's going to help us a lot to be able to rank for them. Okay, we've done broad keyword optimization. I showed you the demo. And we've identified the keywords from that demo that we just did, all these keywords here, which keywords to use with SERP. Okay, so SERP will go and it will start to do the views. Just see if it started yet. It's probably just searching for keywords right now. See if we can drag that down a little bit. Okay, it will start in a minute, unless I've got the time delay getting in the way. Hold on. Just make sure. Sometimes if you put a time delay, then no, I don't have any. Okay, we'll start in a minute. It's already run one before. Okay, so that's the first part of what we want to do for the rank attack system. Okay, now SERP attack, we've just gone through the demo. I've put in some basic suggestions here. I'm going to call them suggestions because you can change these as you see fit, depending on the number of competitors you've got. For example, I've got like around 30 to 50 CTR views. You don't need to stick to that. If you've got a very, very competitive keyword, you can increase that. It's entirely up to you, but usually I will start about 35, 40, something like that. And oftentimes that's enough. Okay, even though you're spreading that between all of those different keywords. Okay, that's between all of the keywords. Even though you're doing that, it's often enough. And what we can do is we can run a parallel campaign as well, where we go direct to YouTube URL. Okay, so I could come back in and set up another one. I'm not going to do that here right now because it's quite easy to do. Okay, you just go into projects, you create a new project, and this time what you're going to do is you're going to choose bulk video views, pick URL and choose your options, etc. Okay, I just want to make sure this is working first before I do that. And here you can see we've got current progress, which means the video is being viewed. Okay, that's the video view is being done. Okay, so now that that's been done, what I'm going to do is come back over here and I'm going to pause that project for now. Why? Because I don't have a time delay in between, and it means if I keep running that video campaign right now and I don't have a time delay, then it's going to keep running from potentially from the same IP address. That's why you want to put a time delay that is longer than the length of your video. Okay, so if your video is 10 minutes long, do it at 12 to 14 minutes or something like that. Okay, and that means that you're covering the time between the auto IP change as well. So my auto IP change is 10 minutes. Okay, so I want to make sure there's no possibility for me to watch the video from the same IP in those 10 minutes. So the only way to do that, the only way to avoid it is to put a time delay. Okay, the time delay in this case would be, say, between 10 and 12 minutes, something like that. Okay, I would even take that, maybe 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, you can click on save. Right, now, once you've got that running, it's entirely up to you if you want to run it straight away. I like to do these campaigns just get in and out, but if you want to, you can spread it over a few days. Do not spread it over more than 3 days, though, if you want to do that for these kind of campaigns. It's better to get them done quick, okay, from my experience and from testing before. Okay, right, so all the SERP attack is set up, it's been done. The only thing I've got to do there is a bulk campaign as well. Okay, now your landing page or your blog post page, you want to make sure that you have got a video embedded. Now, I don't have that in this situation, but ideally, go to tubetools.io, is that it? Right. Got a typo again. I go to the RSS feed tool. Ideally, what I want to have is the video embedded there and have some text underneath as well, which I can get done from ChatGPT. I mean, it's quite easy. We just say, like, can you write an article? Let's actually do this with a new chat, and we can choose. In fact, I won't do it from this one. Let me do it from another one. If you're using Chrome extension called AIPRM, you probably know this one by now. Okay, you can choose in here to write human written 100% articles and stuff like that. I like this one here, fully SEO optimized, including FAQs. So I'll choose that one, and I'm going to put in here YouTube RSS feed SEO. Okay. And we can just quickly run that through. And for something like a tool like I've got here, it's going to be perfect for that. Okay, so I'll bring that back over in a few minutes. And what then we can do then is we can put in here the embedded video and we can put the text. Okay, I'll give that over to Adnan today. He built this tool and I'll get him to do that. And what we'll be able to do then is get those keywords that we want within this page as well. And even though that the title for this is right now just Tube Tools, I will get him as well to put in here YouTube RSS feed generator. Okay, that's one of the keywords we want to rank for. Make sure your titles, if you don't, usually you will do this with a blog post or a landing page. You want to make sure you got your main keywords that you want to rank for on that page. Okay, it can still work without it, but you're just going to have to do more CTR. And the important thing is with this, to make this rank attack system work, to be able to rank the web page from doing video views, is that you must, absolutely must, do some CTR from inside Google search engine. Okay, so what we're doing then is we're using Google search engine. Let's see, generator, put in here. Okay, we're using Google search engine, but we're going to be using the videos tab. Okay, so this is what it means inside the settings in SERP when it says Google video. Okay, and we're probably here somewhere. Here we are down here, but that will start to move up. And also when that starts to move up, the web page will start to move up as well, because we only got one link in this description. Okay, just that one link. We can change that later if you want to put social media links and everything later. Do it after your campaigns are finished. Okay, do it afterwards. And that's basically the rank attack system simplified. To be able to go and rank for multiple keywords and also be targeting one or two main keywords that you really want to go after. Okay, so SERP Attack is going to take care of all of that part. Okay, so your landing page, just make sure you've got your keywords within your titles and all the usual stuff. And if I come back over to ChatGPT here, it's doing a whole bunch of different stuff that we can just copy and paste. That is going to put our keywords, and it's going to be kind of useful information that we can put into that page. Okay, so I'll get Adnan to add that later. Right now, the other thing that I used to do when I first started with this system, when I first created this system, it was using backlinks as well. And how we used the backlinks was, at that time, I would take the video that was on YouTube that I created in Camtasia usually, and I would then use a tool that we used to have. I retired that tool, and it was called Video Send Alpha. It was a very, very good tool when it first came out. It was back in 2014 when we first created it. I retired it a couple of years ago because it was just too much maintenance on that. And we had charged like a one-time fee like 10 years ago or 9 years ago when we built it. So it had to come to a point where we had to retire. It was just taking up, hours and hours of maintenance every single month. And what I used to do with that is the tool would go and create accounts on video sharing sites. Sites like Vimeo and MetaCafe and all those kind of sites. And we would create thousands of accounts on these websites. And then we would put the video on those websites, and we would link back to the original YouTube video. And that, together with what you've just seen so far, and with an optimized web page, that would be enough for you to be able to start to see rankings and start to see that movement of your web page starting to rank above the video, okay, for those main keywords that you're targeting, okay? And as we start to go through this SERP Attack campaign, when we've done the first 35 views, you want to go and check and see if there's any rankings started to appear, first of all, for your video, for the keywords that you've identified that you want to rank for. In this case, we've got two main keywords, YouTube RSS and YouTube RSS feed tool, or YouTube RSS feed. Okay, those are the two keywords that have got the most traffic. So when you start to see your videos starting to rank for those, you want to run a separate campaign, and you want to do again about 30 to 35 CTR on Google video for your 2 main keywords. It can be more than 2. If you identify more than 2, it's fine, as long as you have got those keywords within the title of your web page and also in the video. Do an extra, whatever you've done here, in other words, okay, whatever you've done here, you're going to repeat that here, but you're only targeting the keywords, your main keywords at that point. Okay, it's really important. This is how we get that web page ranking, but it has to be done within Google search engine. It has to be done, even if it is Google video, it has to be done within Google search engine, these CTR clicks. Okay, with that combination of the CTR, the retention, etc., and doing some backlinks, then we're able to do that. But we don't have the video send alpha tool anymore, so I can't do that anymore. The best solution I've found to be able to do that is to do press releases. Okay, why? Because if you take one piece of content, which you can get ChatGPT to write for you, okay, that means that you can get between 200 and 400 links from just one piece of content. Plus, you can embed your video there. You can link to your web page that you're linking to from inside the video description. And also you can link to your YouTube video as well. So there's 2 links in the press release, plus your embedded videos in the press release. Okay. And that one piece of content is going to get you between 200 and 400 backlinks from just one piece of content that you can create very, very quickly with ChatGPT. Okay. Very, very simple prompt to be able to do that with ChatGPT. All you need to do is just come over here and put in here, write press release about my new YouTube RSS feed generator tool called something like that. You don't need to put too much in there, and you want it to be short as well. Okay. Okay, 300 to 500 words maximum. We're doing this for backlinks, and it will just go ahead and do it. Okay, so within a couple of minutes, you've got your press release written. Okay, so we're done. And that is really so simple and so easy. I used to pay people on Fiverr.com to write these for me. Can you believe that? Now we don't need to pay anybody anything for it. So the best way to get them, there's 2 ways to get them. I have got a press release service. I actually paused this service because we had a situation where people were giving me press releases to submit that were too commercial. Okay. And they kept getting rejected. And when I buy these press releases, I have to buy them in a bundle. I buy them white label in a bundle. I have an agreement with a guy who lets me do that. I have to go and buy like 26 or something at a time. It works out about 26 for X amount of dollars that I pay. So then I'm able to resell them. Last time I tried to sell this, I kept getting these press releases rejected because they were overly commercial. They read like advertorials. Okay. The best way to get them done is just like I showed you, by doing them in ChatGPT. Okay. And make sure the short, we do not need long form press releases. We just want it short. It's for the purpose of getting backlinks, for embedding your video. And the video embeds are being done on news sites that have got a high domain authority. Okay, so if you've got even just 200 links there, high domain authority, then this is pretty decent for what we're trying to do with the rank attack system. Okay, because what really matters when it comes to backlinks is not the number of backlinks that you've got, but the number of referring domains. So if we've got that one piece of content on 200 different websites with decent domain authority, then we are getting 200 referring domains because they're all going on a different news site. And even though it's a press release and you might think about the duplicate content and stuff like that, we're still getting links and it will still show up within your Google Search Console, etc. if you're looking for the backlinks. Okay. The easiest way to do it, well, one of the ways is to order from us. I put a link in there. I'll go over to Fiverr.com, get into Fiverr. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, press release. Sometimes you can find really good offers in here as well. This guy's only doing writing. We don't want somebody to do writing. We can get that done from ChatGPT. And this one is not bad, $50, because it will go into Google News, AP News. It's actually very, very good, this one, at that price. But you will find some in here that are not too expensive. You will find much, much less cost. Maybe we can filter it. Okay, budget here. So we can say, let's put in here 10. See if there's any pop up at 10. We've got some here. $15, $20, etc., etc. You might find something in here that you like as well. Okay, so you can go and find what they're actually offering for that money. You can find them at a reasonable cost. This one here, for example, 300 plus media news websites, and it's got good ratings. Let's go and see what he's offering. Okay, right, digital journal and 250 sites, $15. This is good. Okay, this is definitely decent value. It's good enough for what we're doing here. You go to the standard and you find you got 400 websites. Okay, and you go here and you got $40 and you'll find it's got some other website here that I never heard of before. Okay, this is good, 25. Okay, and this is good, 15. Only use this for the most important content. Okay, so if you've done a blog post, for example, you want to get backlinks, this is a quick and easy way to do it. And it's a good system for being able to use CTR to be able to help boost your web page. And what you can also do is you can come into SERP and you can go and create another project in here. Okay, so you would have the CTR video, you would have the bulk views video, but you can also use a blog browser in here, campaign. Okay, the only thing with the blog browser campaign that I would suggest is that you don't want to start doing this until you start to see some rankings for the main keywords. In my situation, I've got 2 main keywords. You might have 4 or 5, okay? But you don't want to start a blog browsing campaign until you start to see these you identified sort of main target keywords ranking. Even if it's on page 5 or 6, it doesn't matter. You can start to use a blog browsing campaign at that point, okay? But don't use it until it appears in search engines so that it can be found. You want to get found for the exact keywords. So in this situation, I would have something like this, okay? And I would do maybe 25 CTR, and I can always monitor this and I can always change it later. In this case, I would take a website URL. Where am I going? Yeah. And I'll just call this one hit blog browse. Okay, and what we can do is in the options here, duration to view and number of pages. Now, how this works, this is important. Say, for example, you want to make it visit between 2 and 3 pages. In this case, I won't do that. I've only got a 1-page website in this case. But in your situation, if you're doing this with a website that's got multiple pages, then if you set here for between 2 or 3 pages to browse, then whatever time you choose here is going to be divided by this. So what I suggest you do is you do not go less than 2 minutes per page. So in this case, it's going to be 6 minutes to be able to view 3 pages if we use 2 minutes as a guideline. So what we want to do then is I would make that between 6 and 9 minutes. Okay, 6 and 9 minutes. And that's going to make sure that you've got about 3 minutes per page. You can even bring that down to 8 actually. Okay, between 6 and 8 minutes. You want to average 2 minutes per page. Okay, when it's browsing. So whatever you've got here, times it by 2. If you've got maximum 3, times it by 2. You want minimum 6 minutes. Okay, you can even do 67 minutes if you want to get it done quicker. A delay in between views, absolutely you need to. Okay, and you're going to do a longer delay for this one. In fact, I would suggest that what you do here is you enable a drip feed for this one. Okay, and if you've got 35 views, then bring this right down to over 5 days. Okay, and put a drip feed again. Let's say between 15 and 60 minutes. Okay, so it's going to drip feed. That's just going to do like 7 a day or something like that. Okay. And David, you were asking about the misspelled keywords. Yeah, this is where you can do that. If you find misspelled keywords in the keyword tool that looks like it's got a lot of traffic, this is what you want to do. Okay, so you would put your misspelled keyword in here, and you will make sure this is on here, and the software will force the search for the misspelled keyword. Okay, and then you can just click on save. Now, once that is saved, it's not going to run until I add that to a folder. Okay, so I'm not going to do that right now because I need to get admin to update that page, the title, etc., etc. Okay, so that in a nutshell is the rank attack system, and it works well. And it's actually very quick to do once you know what you're doing. Okay, and this is the result of stumbling upon things from doing the CTR stuff since back in 2014 when we built our first CTR tool. Okay, it was called Search and Click Commando at that time. And then we had VidAttack Alpha, and now we've got SERPattack. All of them were built basically from the previous one. It was pretty much the same code from the first time. We just added more and made it better and better and better over the years. Okay, and we just noticed that, you know, the web pages that we were linking to from the YouTube descriptions, well, they started to rank as well. And then we started, when we narrowed it down to just one URL in the description, then we started to notice that the web page would overtake the video in the rankings. Okay, just things that we stumbled upon from being in the trenches. Okay, that's what the rank attack system is. That's what it is. I've got videos on YouTube that shows you live demos at the time when we had video send off. I've got a whole ton of them on the YouTube channel. But this system is not hard to do. Okay, you've just got to do the preparation, which is all in here. All of this is in here. Okay, so that preparation is everything you need to do. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. That first part of doing this webinar, we had done this part within just a few minutes. It doesn't take long, and that is with me talking. So once you know what you're doing with this, the longest part is going to be identifying these. Now, I've done this twice today for that same video. Okay, and it took me not longer than 5 minutes to do it the first time. Okay, not even 5 minutes. It's just a couple of minutes. You're just identifying the keyword phrases for the purpose of being able to get CTR clicks for multiple keywords. Of course, you'll be ranking for those keywords even without SERPattack inside YouTube, but you want to be able to start to rank for those keywords as well in Google search engine. Okay, that's why we're doing this, so that we can get this, we can get the clicks in Google search, and we can start to narrow it down till we can get to the point that we can do your main keywords. Okay, very simple system, but it's very, very effective, and it works very, very well. All right, let's see. What am I using to see the ranking? Sorry, I was too busy talking. I didn't see that. You're talking about this here. This is a vidIQ Chrome extension. Okay, vidIQ. Once you install vidIQ, you can see you can sign up with a Google account, etc. And you get a Chrome extension. Pin your Chrome extension to the top. You need to be logged in. vidIQ. Okay, that's all I used for being able to do this. So it gives you ranking results in real time, and all of them are ranking. Why? Because they're all the keywords are within the title. Okay, that's the power of YouTube titles. And once you understand this, whenever you're doing a new video, again, even if you've got a ChatGPT title that doesn't cover that, you can always adjust your ChatGPT title to be more SEO friendly after seeing this demo, to see how you can make sure that you start to get rankings in YouTube. And even though some of these keywords might not seem like high traffic or whatever, it doesn't matter if the purpose is to do the rank attack system. We just want keywords and a diversification of keywords to be able to get the CTR, search and click. Okay. Can you use ChatGPT to find keywords from the title? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Actually, I never thought about that. It's a very good idea. Let's see. Let's go to ChatGPT. Did I close it already? Yeah. Okay, I'll keep it in here since it's in the same context. The chat has kind of been seeded, as I call it. Okay. It's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. I can give it an example maybe for one or two. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's pretty much the same keywords as I had. We've got a couple extra. Have a look at this. Is actually very good. It's a good start. So new YouTube RSS feed generator. YouTube RSS feed generator. Yeah, you can. But then you would just go and check it as well. And also added the word free in there as well. So you can tell it probably from there. Here's the prompt I just used. Okay, if you want to use that, I'll put it into the doc. Let me just put it in the doc because you've already got the doc. That means you don't need to save it somewhere. Okay, so we got a prompt that works. Can probably be improved a little bit, but we can take this further as well. Okay, so where's it gone now? Let me do this. Okay. Now what we can do, I'm going to take this. I want to see how many keywords I can get from this. Okay, what we can do, what I was going to say before, ask it to suggest more. Can you suggest 10 more? So it's going longer tail, but that's okay because these could be the reason why you would want to get these, okay, is because when you want to get found in Google to be able to get the CTR clicks that you really need to get inside in Google, you want to have longer tail keywords so you can get to that point quicker. It doesn't matter so much what those keywords are, as long as your main keywords are going to be found within here, which they are, YouTube RSS and YouTube RSS feed in this example. And so this is perfect for that, actually. This is very good idea. It's a very good idea. So what I'll do is I'll put in a link to that. We can share this here, copy the link. And I'll put that into the Google Doc as well. There we go. That's a good idea, David. That's a time saver, but not only that, for the second batch that we got there, it's absolutely perfect for the Google CTR. Really good for the Google CTR because we don't have to wait until you start to see some of these ranking. You're going to find that you start to rank for those longer tail keywords much faster. Okay, and they might actually be best to start with these. I will test it later. I need to spend a whole day in Serpentine sometime soon. But if you started with these for your campaigns in Serpentine for that second batch, in fact, I'll do it from a new project. I'll call it LT, longer tail. Get 10 more. It makes sense to me, so I know that's coming from the 10 more that we requested. Just take the video URL, and I'll run this after the webinar, so that it will keep running. Okay, so view counts on this, I'll put it again 35, and this time YouTube and Google video. After you start to see rankings in Google, you can switch the YouTube one off. Okay, you just want to do it enough. You see this one here, click the link in the description. I don't use this. I've been asking GoPal to update what happens when we do click on the link. I would prefer that we got some blog browsing settings at this stage. I'll ask him one more time when I speak to him later. That will become useful only when, in my opinion, only when we are able to do sort of settings for browsing whatever you're clicking the link to. So if it's going to be a website that's got a bunch of articles, then you want to have the blog browser settings for that. Okay. He needs to do it because I don't think I want to use that until that is done. Okay, so we will make that again, but 90%. And for the video views, put the delay. Just extend this a little bit. There's no hurry for this. And enable drip feed. Make it 3 days. And the playback speed, I just put it 1.5 anyway. Okay, so that's done. And I will do them as well. Okay, so we can do that. Again, it won't start until we add to the folder. Okay, so I'll do that after the webinar. Good idea. Thanks. For the wording for the initial title that I had here, I just started to write down what it was. I mean, it's for YouTube RSS feed generator, so I just want people to know, hey, there's a new one. I forgot to add the word free, which is kind of important for this to be able to get the clicks. I really should have put the word free in here, and I put in the date so they can see it's fresh, it's up to date. That will help to get clicks. And I was experimenting with this because I knew I was going to do a rank attack campaign on this sooner or later when I got around to it. That's why I've got I decided to put this in here, the tubeTools.io. Okay, it's just for the purpose of rank attack. Okay, there's no other reason that would make sense to anybody else. It's only for me. But what we can do then is we can take this and we can tell ChatGPT, can you rewrite this? Or you can use the GPT-4 blog browser to say, summarize the video and suggest a better, more clickable or click-worthy headline, and then you can change it after you've done your SERP attack campaigns. Okay. So that's it. That's all we need to do with this. That's the rank attack system in a nutshell. Okay, I would definitely, from what I've seen here, this seems good enough. Okay, this one here where you can get 250 sites. But if you want to take it further and get Google News, 25 is very, very good. That's why you only want to use this for really, really important videos. Okay, so if you're doing something that you can monetize, then that makes sense to use that. Okay, it's not bad actually. I don't know how he's doing it for that price, but if I could find out, I would try and get the white label from them. I might buy it just to find out. And it's got a lot of good reviews here, so yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Yeah, I'll put the link. Fine, let's break it down. But get ChatGPT to write for you. Via distribution. Link in here. Okay, all done. That's it. That's all I got for today. I've got a sales webinar tomorrow with Jeremy Kennedy. So the next webinar we will do will be on Sunday. We will come back into the channel a day stuff, and we will do one for local marketing, and then we'll do another one in midweek, and that's going to be for breaking news stories. And I think the breaking news stories is going to be a big one, because if you're consistent with it, it can work really, really well. Okay, for Niche Blaster. So when we come back on Sunday, we will do for the local marketers, and then maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we will do for the breaking news. Okay, and I've requested 3 more tools to be done. Okay, 3 more tools from URL. One is for affiliate marketing, another one it's to meet objections. So it can read the sales page and then it can come up with the possible objections that people have got, the common objections, and then it can create a video script based around meeting those objections. Okay. Another one's going to be able to do from Twitter threads. So if you've been looking at Twitter recently, you will notice from that marketing list that I gave you that lots of people are doing these nice threads, very informative threads. Then we can take the URL from the threads, you can put it into ChatGPT, and you can ask it to create a video script. Okay, I've tested it; it works really, really well. So I wanted to get that put in there as well. And there was another one, I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but there was 3 altogether. The other one was affiliate marketing as well, so that would give us 4 affiliate marketing ones, as well as being able to do the video ads for affiliate marketing as well. So that gives you about 10 different variations of that for affiliate marketing. Okay, so we will just keep adding more tools every week, as and when we can, and we'll just keep building it out. Okay, what I really want to do next is focus on trying to do a different style of video. So not stock footage videos, but videos that are like animated text. I'm hoping it's going to be easy enough for him to do, so that we can have just animated text with the voiceover, with the color background and whatever color font, etc. But the text is moving. So I want to get that done so that we've got a variation in the types of videos that we can do. And also we're going to look for somebody that can create some video templates that we can do as well. And be able to, just keep trying to add more and more stuff into Niche Blaster for that purpose, to be able to give us more opportunity for different styles of videos. Okay, David, a little bit off topic. How do you suggest we find estimated search volume for keywords in YouTube? There are tools. vidIQ will give you some ideas. Once you've logged into vidIQ, you should have in here. There used to be, from this drop down, you used to be able to do it. Let's go to the dashboard. In fact, let's try TubeBuddy. Where's TubeBuddy? Let's come back into main YouTube. Okay. This is, if you're in the main YouTube, I think you see this part up here. Okay, that's the vidIQ. When you click on that, you can go to Keyword Inspector, and you can put in your keyword. YouTube RSS. And it's going to give you some search volumes and some suggestions, etc. You can do similar in TubeBuddy as well. Okay, both are as good as each other. I'm not even sure which one's best for what. I usually have both of them on, but I don't use them every time I do a video. But yeah, the Keyword Inspector, and you can get vidIQ, I think, for about $10 or $12 a month for one channel, and TubeBuddy, I think, is about $14 a month for one channel. But they're worth it. To take one or the other, and if you're going to use it, they're very, very good tools. Even the free version is good enough to do what we did in the demo. You don't need a paid version to do that. But if you want to use like Keyword Inspector and stuff, then you need to pay extra so you can get some ideas in here. Let's see if I can do it for YouTube RSS too. Curiosity to see if it suggests any keywords that I haven't thought about. Not really. Okay, here's the advantage of the keyword intent. It will give you keywords that are semantically related. Okay, it will give you not just strictly keywords that have got the words in that you've typed in. For example, if I put in here SEO tools, you can do this with the free version of keyword intent. Okay, if you want to use things like the KGR, etc., we put that as premium. But even with the free version of keyword intent, you can get some good information. When you come down here, you can see my keyword was SEO tools. Now it's suggesting things like Suggest and Keyword Toolio and keywordtools.io and things like that. It's giving you a whole bunch of different keywords that do not have the main keyword phrase within those keyword phrases here. Okay, so it's able to distinguish between sort of phrase match kind of keywords and give you more semantic, more choice for related keywords and stuff that you can put in here. And it comes with the search volume, etc. as well. Okay, now this is coming from the Google Ads API. That's why it's doing that. That's why we're getting so many different variations in here for the semantic kind of keywords. But it's a good tool for that. It's good enough for what you want to do. Okay, you can use this quite effectively for the rank attack system as well. Just to give you some ideas, because if you look at the title, you can always do something slightly different. Let me just give you an example. Okay, if I put in here, if I do something like that, then you can see what I've done here is I've taken the second part of my title, put it into brackets. Okay, but it's got a completely different meaning from here. And when you're using keyword intent, this is where you can look for ideas for the second part of your title so that you can rank for different angles within your same video. Okay, it just helps you to go and rank from multiple different angles as well as multiple keywords so that you're able to do that. So if you find something within here that you think is, well, that's a good angle, you can do something like this. Just create a second part of your title so you can rank from multiple angles with the same video, as long as the intent is still there with your content, which it would be in this situation, because we're talking about a new SEO tool, which it is. Then you're going to be okay. Okay, that's how I would use that for the rank attack system. That's how I would use keyword intent for the rank attack system. Okay. You were searching for weeks for YouTube search volumes. I think something Tilio, is it keyword Tilio? Okay, YouTube keyword. So let's see. That's a tag generator. Your safest bet, in my opinion, is going to be vidIQ and TubeBuddy. Okay, it's going to be your safest bet. Just simply because they are focused only on YouTube and nothing else. If you go into TubeBuddy.com, let's see. put TubeBuddy up here. Okay, this is TubeBuddy here, the icon here, and you can go into the Keyword Explorer tool here. Put your keyword, I'll put in here, YouTube, RSS. You can see it's got a drop down. It's taken all this information from YouTube itself. They focus on YouTube. Let's see, we've got related searches. Okay, let me take the word generator off. Okay. Usually here you will see some suggestions. Okay, and you can click on one of them and it will give you the information for that particular one and give you more suggestions, etc. That's basically a decent tool for being able to do it like that. Whichever one you prefer to use, I would use one or the other because they're focused just on YouTube. There are other tools that have got some YouTube search volume, but you're talking probably about $40-50 a month for them, whereas this is focused on YouTube, and you know it's definitely good enough for what you want to do. They're just specialized in YouTube and nothing else. So they're decent tools. I mean, they give you, according to your website or according to your YouTube channel, I should say, your chances of ranking for whatever the keyword is, etc., etc. So yeah, okay, both are good. I've got no preference of one to the other. Okay, let's see. Could be a great tool to build in keyword search volume on YouTube. Yeah, maybe I'll talk to Adnan and see if we can do it within keyword intent. I think maybe he could do it there. I would like to keep the keyword tools in that particular place and the video tools in a different place. But you can still do prompts within ChatGPT for keywords. If you use the AI PRM tool, the Chrome extension for ChatGPT, has probably got some keywords stuff in there. It's probably got a bunch of them. And there might be one there for YouTube as well. And also the new plugins coming out with ChatGPT, some of them are incredible. Some of them are very, very good. I saw one today that creates memes in ChatGPT from using the plugin, and it will do, like, you can tell it to act like a world-class comedian and stuff like that, and create me 10 different memes about a topic, and it will go ahead and create these memes for you and stuff like that. There's some really interesting stuff coming up with the ChatGPT plugins. If you follow that Twitter list that I gave you, you will see that. Just go and check in it once a day or something. Spend 15 minutes going through it. Some of the stuff is very, very interesting. Okay. Oh, was it? Okay, so it was another David asking about poking. Okay. All right, so I think that's us done now, guys. So I will be back on Sunday. I need to do a sales webinar tomorrow. We need to get more cash in so that we can keep pushing more stuff with the tool. So I need to do my sales webinar. On Sunday, we will do the local marketing stuff and in the sort of challenge format, okay? Some point in the next week, I will actually record a mini course of start to finish doing challenge. I'll probably do it for affiliate marketing because that's what I do. I don't do local marketing, so I'll probably do it for affiliate marketing, or I might do it for the breaking news. Okay, so I'll make a decision after we do the breaking news challenge sort of setup and stuff like that. That one's very, very interesting. That could be very, very good. It doesn't have to be news like politics or breaking news that you would find on a news website or a news organization. It can be breaking stories in sport. It can be breaking stories in football and basketball or entertainment or music or whatever. Okay, you can break it down into sub niches. The key to it is being consistent. Okay, it's really about being consistent, and I'll try and find a couple of channels that people are doing that quite successfully with faceless YouTube channels. Okay, I know of one in the topic of football, and I definitely know of one there. It's not a huge amount of traffic he's getting, but it can build on it. It can build something bigger with it. It can build a community with it, by just creating videos that are taken from articles that you will find around the internet. So okay, so something like sports teams, for example, where they've got a large following and people are looking for different news at different times of the year, like when the transfer window opens for football, as we call football, you would call it soccer if you're American. But when the transfer window opens, then everybody's searching. All these kids are searching for information about new players being bought and about rumors of who's buying who and whatever. That's a great time to be able to tap into that kind of niche. And there's so many football teams. Okay, it's going to be similar in America, I'm guessing, for whatever sports you're into over there, just basketball or baseball or hockey or whatever. And the key to it is being consistent. And with those kind of channels, you can build a community. Okay, which is kind of interesting because I had a guy on my YouTube comments today. He was saying that he didn't think it was worth the price because I put up the case study for the plantar fasciitis channel with 38,000 views. And I looked at his channel, he's got like hundreds of thousands of views, but I was trying to explain to him that that's just one tool within Niche Blaster. Okay, that we're building more, but that channel was created with just a few clicks, and you can go and create multiple channels. And then he starts talking about building a community. Well, in the plantar fasciitis channel, I don't think we can do that, but you can do it in other niches like sports, etc. And so I think that's a very, very good strategy for the challenge kind of thing, to just get in the habit or get a virtual assistant to do for you a new channel every single day, or at least one new video every day within a channel like that, within a sports channel. And you're able to then build a decent audience, and I'll show you an example of that on Tuesday or Wednesday when we do that one. All right, so I think that's us, guys. So thanks, and I'll see you on probably Tuesday. Okay, thanks.